Hey everyone, it's Matt aka Tech Ranger, and today we're going to talk about 5 mods that you should probably look at when you're starting a new game in Skyrim. I figured this would be a good follow-up to my last video, which was conversely 5 mods that you should probably look at when you're starting a new Fallout 4 game. So if you haven't checked that out already and you do play Fallout 4, you might want to look at that one. Anyways, this video is all about Skyrim. Now, none of these mods are very big, but we will be probably looking at some bigger ones in the next couple installments of this little series on the channel, so keep an eye out for that. But for this video, we're going to be looking at some smaller mods that you can add to your game with a little bit more payoff than you would probably expect. So without further ado, let's kick it off with our first mod, which is small but significant. Now, our first mod is actually a load screen replacer, and this is, I think, a little bit different than most load screen replacers in that it's more lore friendly. You could use it in conjunction with lore-based loading screens, which is another load screen replacer, so they might work together, but I haven't tried that out yet myself. But for this one, it actually takes screenshots from the game and then makes it kind of look like an oil painting, and it looks beautiful. I actually am excited when I get to a loading screen now, because I can look at some of these awesome oil painting pictures. It's very small, it's like 64 megs, it's actually probably on the higher end of smaller mods, but this is actually a pretty neat change, and I suggest you look at it because apparently all these screenshots were actually voted for by the Elder Scrolls community, so that's pretty cool as well. And there's some pretty awesome screenshots, so definitely check this one out if you get a chance. It's not that much space, and I think it's worth it. Now, to fit with the theme of the first mod, we're actually going to take a look at another which actually alters something in-game, and that is the clouds. And the clouds in Skyrim are actually kind of like not that great. They're kind of there. You know, obviously you look up and you kind of want a weather mod to accentuate that. But with this mod, you can actually use it with a weather mod. And that's where it is really cool because it actually changes depending on your weather mod. So I have Mythical Ages installed right now, and this is actually right after it. So if there's any like overwrite things going on, I can just put this under it. But anyways, this is actually going to be based off of what Mythical Ages is doing. So this mod essentially retextures clouds. It's actually based on photos of clouds, and it's actually kind of layered on top of your mod, so to speak, or at least that's the way I understand it. And that's why it's going to change depending on what weather mod you have. So I have Mythical Ages on right now. You might not see this in your game if you have something like True Storms or something like that, but this is a really cool addition for 14 megabytes. There's a running joke on this channel about me showing mods that are pretty self-explanatory, but there's also probably another one in there about me showing off mods that I've probably already shown off before and not actually talked about. And this one is Lampposts of Skyrim, and it's something that's so small, but it adds such a big difference to like when you're walking around. You see a lamppost and then you see that light, and it's really great when you're walking around at night, but even just during the day, just a simple little addition that adds just that much more to the world of Skyrim. You're going to see over 200 lampposts added to the main roads of Skyrim, which, like I say, is going to help illuminate the night if you're just traveling during night, or maybe you don't and you just wait and travel during the day. Then you'll still see the lampposts anyway, which is really cool. They just won't be as big of a deal. But when you're like going through some snow and you see a lamppost, it's pretty helpful. And then this is just something that you can put in any load order, and I think it fits well. And then it'll work with your texture mods as well, and your enhanced lights and FX if you use that. So it's something to think about, and like I say, not that much space at all. You might as well just download it. Okay, this is me telling you, download. Veydosebrom? Anyways, I'm mispronouncing that probably. Basically, this is a grass mod, and it's going to add a lot of different grass and things to your game, and it's not going to cost you a lot of space, and it's going to cover a lot. I mean, Groundcover is in the name of the mod, but it's actually going to cover all grass across all holds, you're going to see a lot of different types of grass, which you did see in the vanilla game, but I feel like there's a lot more variety in here, as well as if you're going north, then you'll see different grass. If you're going south, you'll see other grass, and west, east, you get the point. I mean, it's pretty much all encompassing, and I really just like how lush everything looks, combined with the trees and everything. And then the Skyland mod that I also have on, the texture mod that I use, just works really nice with everything. I'll just have to switch out the water because for some reason realistic water 2 isn't working. Anyways, yeah, this is just really nice mod, and I suggest downloading it. It's only like 40 something megabytes, and you should check it out and see what you think about it, because I'd be interested to hear what you have to say in the comments down below. Now this is another mod that I tend to show off a lot in this video, and you've probably already seen it quite a bit, but this actually makes another big impact to the game, because you're constantly walking through different holds and you're seeing those guards with those helmets that you can't even really see their eyes. So if you have like a beauty mod or something that elevates everybody's eyes, or maybe you watch my video about beauty mod that will be linked somewhere above. Anyways, maybe you have some of that stuff and you can't really see anybody's eyes. Well, this is a mod that you should probably download, because then when you're looking at somebody, you can actually see them when they have a helmet on, or you can wear a helmet yourself and actually see yourself through the helmet. Now this is really cool, and it's small. It's like 9 megs. So you're going to want to place this one under other mesh armor mods. So if you're using something like Old Kingdom, which I still need to make a video on, you could totally put this right under that, and then it will just overwrite what's in there. Oh, and that video will come out eventually. So those are just 5 mods that you might want to look at when you're starting a new game in Skyrim. We'll be looking at some different ones in part 2 of this series, as well as maybe some bigger ones, like I said at the beginning of the video, and then still sprinkle in those small ones so that those of you who have existing load orders can easily put those in and not waste a ton of space or take stuff out that you normally use. If that sounds interesting to you, maybe consider subscribing and leaving a like on the video. Timestamps are in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys watching all my videos and all the nice comments. And if you ever have any questions, definitely put those in the comments down below. Really appreciate you all. I'm going to try to stick to a weekly schedule on these videos, but I do have a full-time job, so I do have to have time for that as well. So have a good one, everybody, and thanks so much for watching once again. Catch you in the next one.